mm in front of VP, point A. Here they are given us a line 80 mm long. That is the true length of the line. Please understand. And one may treat it as apparent length. That's how the problem will be. Here, instead of that, even I can give a line AB. Given, it will be clearly given to you. You need not imagine anything. A line AB, that is the true length of the line, has its end A on actual line. And do not search for whether it is in the horizontal plane or vertical plane. It is not. The point A is on XY line. That's all. Point A is on XY line. So that means it will be coming here, and it is inclined. What is inclined? The line is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to the HP and 45 degree to the VP. Now the earlier problem only, without taking the end A, what I am going to do? The end A itself is on the ground. Now it is 80 mm long, 80 tab 30 degree, and other end is 80 mm length, tab minus 45 degree. That is how we did the problem in the earlier case. Only the end A was having the distance. It is not. It is joining at the same point. How it is joining, I'll show here. It is like this. The line is like this. Line is like this. It is line like this. A point A is exactly at the intersection of both the planes. It is at the XY line, and this will be at a distance of so and so and at a distance of so and so from here. That's all. It is inclined at an angle of 45 degree here, and it is inclined at an angle of 30 degree here. The same thing. Okay. If you want, I'll show this line how it is. The line is AB. It is inclined at an angle of 30 degree here. It is 80 tab 30 degree. I am not going to take the angle because I have not taken the dimensions for this. Just in order to make you to understand, I am writing the thick line. Okay, now the line is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to the vertical plane. It is inclined at an angle of 45 degree to the horizontal plane. How to draw this? How to do this problem? And you can see this here only in this isometric only. I'll try to do this problem and show you so that you can able to understand what I'm doing. I'm projecting this. I'm projecting this onto the vertical plane. Try to understand, and I'm going to project, and already I have the locus of this. Locus is there already. I have this locus is there. This locus is there, and even I have this locus. Okay, the locus of A on the XY line, the locus of B this one, locus of B this one. That means wherever you are going to do, this line will not cross this line. That will be called as locus. Now I have projected this, and let me it has come to the locus of this, and let me draw this arc. Okay, simply I'll take this one. Okay, I'm not getting this because it will be some isometric something. It will be intersecting here. I want to make you to understand a lot. So it is how you are going to use it. Okay, please try to understand properly. And it is intersection of these two. This is the dark line, Okay, here I have taken some thickness. It is the front view of the line. And similarly, if you want to draw the top view of the line, how you are going to do? You are going to project this. You are going to project this up to here. And by taking this as center, you are going to draw the arc. By taking this as center, here I am not going to take the center because it will be showing by the isometric. Okay, this is how, and this is the, and another one, the distance between the end projector is same. I told you already. Now the distance between the end projector is same. So that means to say, okay, you can see that this has to come here only. This has to come here only. Approximately I have drawn, and it is coinciding. You can see this. These two are not coming on the same this one, because, and here you can see that the distance between the end projector is this. The distance between the end projector is same. And for the front and top views, I think you can able to understand this concept. You can able to understand this concept, I think. So now the same concept I am going to apply here. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm going to draw the vertical line up to the locus of A. Unfortunately, the locus of A is on the XY line itself. I come up to here. Then immediately after this, I told you, draw the locus of A and locus of B. So whatever the line you are going to do, which should be within this only. And mostly this will not coincide. There will be small mistakes with the text also sometime. Yeah, it is coinciding. Yeah, it is intersecting. Now line from end of this one to the intersection of this. Intersection. Okay, this line will be a top of the line. It should be shown by the visible line. And similarly, you take a line, straight line from other end of the line. Instead of taking, I'm going to copy the line and project up to here. I project it up to here. Then take an arc at this point equal to this length, arc length. Draw this arc, and this will be, I told you in the beginning, you do it by normal lines. Okay, and this arc length need not be so much. It need not be so much. Even it is more also no problem. Aesthetically, it will not be looking nice. So I am going to remove some part of it and take a line from the end of this one to the intersection of these two. And this will be a visible line. My problem is solved. Now make equal lines on both the sides so that it looks aesthetically good. And both sides you trim them. That's it. And this will be locus of B. This will be called as locus of B. This is locus of B here, and the same thing can be copied. Copy. And locus of A is coming on the same line. Now, what is their problem? They ask us to draw the top and front views of the object. Okay, it is the front view, and this is the top view of the object. Okay, and one can even take the leader. I'll show you one by one. And here there is something called as leader. In the leader, you can click onto this, and you can write the horizontal line, or you can simply show it is the front view of the object. Front view of the object, and take a leader and show the arrow mark, and this is the top view of the object. Apparent length. Top view of the object or apparent length. Okay, and now naming again, I'll be showing you next class. It will be confusing you. Both the problems, the earlier problem and this problem, both I'll be showing you how it can be shown. So try to go through the slides, then we'll have the discussion later on. Okay, now here also you can see that the distance between the end projector is same. One can even need not to write this. Need not to write this. One can directly draw this line. And project over here, and he can get this. Okay, that also can be done, or other way which I shown, that also can be done. And to justify whether you are correct or not, you have to once after drawing this, you have to draw this line. Then if both are joining, your problem is correct. Otherwise no, because the distance between the end projector is same. That means already I shown in the previous problem. See here, it will be bounded between the two lines. It is two planes, imaginary planes. The apparent length in the top and front views will be bounded between the two planes. It will not be outside or inside. Okay, this is how we can do the problem. And other problem, I wanted you to try one problem yourself. I'll write the problem here, and you also make a note of it. Say I'm going to insert the new sheet. For while we are going to insert the new sheet, background sheet should be removed. Sheet setup, go to A4 size. Then I don't want to keep the background. Save OK. Then come to fit. Then this will be fitting. Now I'm going to write one problem.